The cock crows. A golden sun has gone to bed. Alas, the beautiful land of Ekimogun has lost a hero. Osegiri, Kibenda, Uja Nundwegi, where the sounds of gorgeous feet are echoing. All road leads to the homestead of engineer Isaac Olanji Akinkuotu, near number 64 Okedasa Street, Nuli Omo Yotokula Biogodo. The bell blares. Angels have received a father like no other. Listen to the rhythm of Gangan, Ayalu, and Omele. They beat in unison, beckoning on us to remember the spectacular and phenomenal life he lived. During his lifetime, Bamlanji would appear from a distance with so much poise as though he was a peacock. Like branches on a tree, he grew to different states, both home and abroad, but his love for his root never wavered. The aura around him was made of wet cement. The longer you stayed with him, the harder it was to live. Engineer Isaac may have gone, but he sure left his footprints with us. Bamkenkwotu, or Kwemeta, provider, protector, and planter, a defender of his domain, who chose character over caliber. He never let other people's metrics of success become the yardstick with which he measured his own. He put deliberate efforts into building meaningful relationships. Closely knitted with his wife and his girls, he shielded them through thick and thin. He craved for success without substituting value, with unconditional love, unflinching sacrifice, and a die-hard determination to go places that his parents never imagined for himself. Engineer Isaac Olanji Akinkuotu was always happy to lead in the right direction. He stood tall and sat straight, with an understanding that it takes more than a six-figure to be a father figure. He understood the responsibility of being a father and deserved the title. Education was very important to him, but he also showed empathy and compassion. His worth was not defined by his bank balances, nor his fathering validated by the nature of his job. Others built with bricks and beams. Bamlanji built with love and dreams. He may have left us physically, but he will forever remain in our hearts. If manners make a man, then engineer was the star of the day. Born into an Anglican home, into the hands of Bai Peter and Yeshubulade Akinkuotu on November 24, 1941. He was a proud son of a cocoa farmer and a trader. They both worked very hard to give him an education. The youngest of 6 siblings, Bamlanji was popularly called Omoye. Ofe aye bishojumiji. Aye yayosi. Otomola babagbea. At a promising age of 17, just after his secondary school education, he purchased a sleeping bed for his mother from his very first salary. Bamo toju ye, omode toju e. Oneba fe do tomo, enye san ibalomo. Awange ni baba bushinyo do lan. Bamlanji toju ba, o toju iye, o toju aya, o den toju awon omo. A well-trained automobile engineer, hard-working, intelligent, tall, dark, and handsome gentleman to the core, Isaac Olanji valued integrity in people. And until his transition, he boasted of friendships of over 60 years. The well-being of others around was paramount to him. A peace-loving and patient dad who was content with everything he had, with no bandwidth for materialism, hypocrisy, egregious leanings, or forceful persuasions. Bamlanji Akinkuotu, Omababalikoko, enjoyed life in the simplest form. A lover of good food and good music, a minimalist by nature, fond of being styled in white Guinea brocade. Alamusheninya, Engineer Isaac Olanji was remarkably generous to the underserved people, and you can count on him to always do what is right. He was never out of touch with the common man's discomforts. Despite his own comfort, he would always be there to give others comfort, even at his own discomfort. Until his death, he was a member of the Sunray Circle Society of All Saints Church, Ogbonkowo, Ondo, a newspaper lover, always fond of his transistor radio, and he loved to play tennis. Ayai, amai, anai, amamai, dede wapo, maosheda onenye yobamlanji, sunreo babarere, Engineer Isaac Olanji Akinkuotu, ọmọ Yemishubulade, ọmọ Otokulabi Ogodo, Iyadotu, ọmọ Ligba Igbashio, ọmọ Sashe Lowu, ọmọ Oshuguli Esobe, Obewuli Ushodo Bibo Odosha, Ulani o Yakidasa. Iwájú wo kọjú sí, ó sàn o. Ẹ̀yìn wo dé ẹ̀yìn náà, ẹni bàjẹ́ o. Ọkọ Aronkos, ìbà àwọn girls. Ìbà mọ́tò tọ́, ìbà Yétúndé, ó dàbọ̀ o. Ìbà Lúṣìkẹ́, ó mọ̀ dìgbà o. Ìbà Fọláṣadé, ó ṣọ̀run ré o. Agùntàṣọ́lò, akínkanjú, ọmọlógún, sùnré o. Engineer Isaac Olanji Akinkuotu, sùnré o.